Good morning and welcome back to your weekend unboxing here on Gaming with ADHD. Today we're going to take a look at the game Crypto Cartel from Andy the Game Maker. In this card game for 2 to 8 players, you are attempting to earn money by plying the vice trade. Released in 2019, Crypto Cartel stirred up a little bit of controversy because its rules were based on those from a very popular game, Bonanza. Nevertheless, it did successfully fund on Kickstarter and was eventually released to the public. Now, for this video, I'm just going to take a look at the game itself, the quality of its production, and kind of my initial thoughts. I'm also going to be following this up with a full review about how the game plays, obviously how it's going to compare to Bonanza, and then I also have an idea for another video that I'm trying to line up. So there may be 3 videos on this, but there may only be 2. We will see how that actually plays out. But before we get started, I do want to mention that I did not pay for this game. This was sent to me by Andy the Game Maker and at no cost. However, the opinions in the video will be my own. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tabletop gaming content. I do try to put out a few videos each week covering board games, miniatures, card games, everything in between. And so especially for the follow-up videos, make sure you're subscribed so that you can see when those come out. So with that said, let's open up the game. All right, so first off, it comes, pretty simple for, small box with some shrink wrap around it. But he actually did something that I think is actually pretty fun for this, and I'm kind of excited about it. So, if I can get the wrapping off. Okay. So these are removable, and they are also stickers. I like that. Well done, Andy. Makes a little different, but if you can see, lights are a little glaring, but you can see the texture here. It looks like a shipping container, which, based on the fact that essentially you are trying to grow, manufacture, and distribute drugs, the fact that he put this into a shipping container is both cool and a little bit not surprising. But, what are you going to do? All right, so this just slides off. Does fit very well. Looks like it's just a little bit of, this isn't showing it very well, but basically these sides are just angled a little bit inside the top, so it just slides right in. All right, we have the rules, which compared to Bonanza, this is pretty small. I'm definitely going to have to read over that and see how they compare. All right, and then we've got essentially 3 decks of cards. Okay, so one big difference are these Silk Road cards. So because of the nature of the game, basically you are trying to trade for cryptocurrency. And because cryptocurrency, if you are unaware, I work in the internet for my day job, so I am not unaware, even though I do not participate. The Silk Road is basically a way to buy all sorts of illicit things on the internet, by using cryptocurrency. So we get stacks of cards, which separate those out. All right, so already I'm actually seeing some pretty significant differences. All right, so the Silk Road is this deck here. And this is the regular deck. So these two combined, the Silk Road deck is about 2/3 the size of the regular deck. So right away, that's pretty significant. Bonanza, I would say, is a little bit larger than this. We play with the whole deck. We don't pull out any cards based on the number of players. So that's a little bit. That's a bit different. So this Silk Road deck, no matter what, is going to change up how the game works. And so we've got Detain, Double Agents, Pure Perfection, Money Laundering, Sicario. So the art on these is it's not the best art, but it's perfectly serviceable. I have definitely seen games with what I consider worse art. I know art is very, very subjective, but overall, this is the art here is adequate. I'm not going to call it great. I'm not going to trash it though. I've been looking into things, and art ain't cheap. So the fact that he's got a good amount of art, different for each one, all the different Silk Road cards, that's really good. Another thing that's a big difference is, all right, let's zoom in here. So overall, I mean, the cards feel about, I would say, the same quality as you'd get from cards from Bonanza. It doesn't seem like they're cored, like you would find like with Magic cards. But overall, I mean, no problems there. The art is crisp, the lines, everything looks fine. So going off of the Bonanza rules, another difference here is that he has 5 trade-in options instead of 4. So that's going to dramatically change up the math. Bonanza typically will stop with the largest value being equal to about half of the number of cards in the deck. And so he does another one, increasing the amount of cards that you get. So do you want to push your luck a little bit longer, hoping to get that 1 extra card? Or do you cash out earlier and take the coins that you can get? Okay, that's different. There's a 6th value on the banker card. I'm going to have to look into what that one does. But, so we've got pharmacists and sharks and smugglers. Oh, there's more of those red coins. Laborers. Farmers. So it looks like there's less variety in the type of cards. But yeah, so a little bit less variety. Also moving up to the 5th cash out point. So yeah, I definitely need to look into what that does. Then we've got hackers. Politicians. I really like that, especially with this being 2022. It's going to be an interesting year to review this. Okay, and then also this. So obviously, you're a drug dealer. The DEA is getting involved. So there's a bunch of those cards. Gonna have to read up on the rules on how that works. And then we've got international trade. So, overall, my initial thoughts is this is going to be interesting. I've actually had the game for a little while now. I do owe Andy an apology for how long it has taken me to get to doing these videos. That is 100% on me. He didn't deserve it. But Bonanza is one of my absolute favorite games. And I haven't seen anyone try to reinvent it or do something different. And already I do think there are a few things that are definitely going to change how the game gets played. The core mechanic is basically going to be the same, but there are definitely some differences here, and I'm very curious to see how they work out. So, with that said, what do you think? Have you tried this before? Have you seen it? Have you heard of it before? I will have a link down to Andy's website down below so that you can check it out a little bit more for yourself. I do know there are some actual play videos. I don't really have a setup for that, but I know he's got some up there. So overall, again, what do you think? Are you willing to give this one a try? Or are you just going to stick with the old classic? Me, personally, I'm going to definitely give it a try because I told Andy I would. But I think it's going to be a nice little twist on the game. Maybe not play it with the little kids, but definitely when you want to be a little weird. So, anyways, with that said, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel so you can see when the follow-up videos do come out. But other than that, thank you for watching. Appreciate your time, and we'll talk to you next time.